Hey friend, does the tech side of launching your online course make you want to run for the hills? Or maybe you're already inside Systeme.io, but the course settings feel like a secret language? Well, today we're going to get the tech out of here because I'm breaking down the exact settings that you need for your courses inside Systeme.io in plain English. No more tech overwhelm, no jargon, just simple step-by-step solutions so that you can launch your course with confidence, keep things ultra affordable, and most importantly, get your brilliance out into the world. So if you're ready to turn, I can't do this, into, oh wow, I've got this, let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so when you're first setting up your course, you're gonna come into your Systeme dashboard and then go to Assets and Courses, and that'll bring you to this page. And then you're adding a new course here, and you're gonna name your course. So, My Super Awesome Tech-Free Course. And you're going to select whichever domain you want to assign your course to. So you're going to have whatever domains you've already certified. If you have not verified any domains, that's a separate video that we've got for you on setting up your Systeme settings. You can go ahead and check that out in the comments below this video. But we're going to go ahead and pick one of our domains, and then we want to name this course URL path. So right now we see our domain /school/course/ whatever you want the address for that course to be. We'll just call it awesome. And then we're going to pick a theme. So there are some default themes here for you. And then you'll be able to select and customize these themes a little bit later on. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this nice salmon colored theme for now and hit save. That's the first round of settings. What's the name of your course? What domain is it on? What theme do you want, and what URL path are you choosing? So now you'll see My Super Awesome Tech Free Course right here. And if we go back to this three-dot menu and go to Settings, it's going to lead us to a whole different settings page. Now on this settings page is where we're going to set up a whole bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff that a lot of people really miss when they're setting up their course. So I want to make sure you don't miss this stuff, because if you do, it's just going to make the course experience a little less intuitive for your people, and it's going to make it a little harder for you to customize and sell this course later on. So in here, we've got a couple of the things that we already decided. So we've got our domain and our URL path. You can see those here, as well as the course title. You can see up there. The theme is there. We picked the light red one when we were in there before, and again, we'll look at customizing that theme a little bit more in a second. But you can also select what font you want. So this is the default Mullish font. I'm going to go ahead and use Poppins because that's the one I use for a lot of my stuff. But you can pick whatever Google font you want that's loaded there. And then in here, I'm going to put my name for the instructor name, and that's going to show up on the course sidebar. So that's really important to set. You can also choose a teacher photo. So I've got my headshots in here. Okay, there we go. And that's going to, again, show up on that course sidebar. You can also update your logo, and this logo, as it mentions here with this little question mark, is going to be displayed in the top left-hand side of the course menu. So when you're looking at the course, when you're previewing the course, instead of the little blue Systeme S, we can put our own little course logo there. And that could be your company logo, or it could be a logo that is specific to this particular course, whatever you want. So we're going to go ahead and upload an image that we're going to use as our course logo. I'll pick that one. And then you also get to choose a course cover. Now, a course cover is what's going to show up when people are in their own little area, their own little course portal within your member login. So when people log into your website and they're looking at their entire list of every course that they're enrolled in through you, how do we want that particular course to show up in the enrollments page? So you're going to get to upload whatever image you want. And actually, I'm going to pick a different one here, one that's a little bit wider. So you get to upload whatever image you want, and you get to just make sure that it's formatted the way that you want it to be formatted. Let's go ahead and crop and select that. Okay, so now we've got a course cover, a logo, a teacher's photo, we've got our theme and our font all set. You can add a course description here, and this is going to show up underneath your course cover. So this is My Super Awesome Tech-Free Course, designed to help you launch your course without getting stuck in tech overwhelm, whatever you want, and I'll show you where this shows up in a little bit. Okay, so that's the description of the course. Now down here you have a sales page option. And this is really cool because it allows you to send people to the sales funnel for this course. So if someone tries to share it and they're not logged in, if someone tries to share a page in your course and a person goes to your course and they're not logged in, it'll say, you don't have access to this. Click here to get more information, and it'll allow them to go to the sales funnel that you have set up for this particular course. So you can choose whatever funnel you want and then select which funnel step is the sales page. So we'll go ahead and do that one there, okay? Now you get to decide whether you want to show module titles for your students. I just leave that on, but you might want to turn that off. And then we have something called email reminders, and this is really cool and a relatively new feature. You get to set up reminders for your students if they haven't yet engaged or if they haven't engaged in a while. So you get to decide when you're going to send this. This could be days, however many days after course enrollment or however many days after the last login, and it's going to depend on what kind of reminder you're sending. So for example, if they have not yet started and it's 3 days after their course enrollment, then at, let's say, 8 a.m., I want to send them an email, and I'm going to only send it once because I don't want to bother them every 3 days, okay? You could do repeat, right? In which case you could say you're going to start on 3 days and you're going to repeat it every 10 days after that, and you're going to end that after 3 occurrences, for example. So that might be a good way to set it up if you're just reminding people that they have access to this course and they haven't used it yet. So you can go ahead and hit save here, okay? And then you get to edit your reminder email. So again, this is going out to someone who hasn't opened their course yet. Hey, it's time to get started. And this is just our normal email editor, so we can go ahead and use our substitutions here, right? We've got our first name substitution, so we can drop that in there. Okay, first name. I noticed that you still haven't started my super awesome tech-free course. Right? And then whatever message you want to hear, you want to add, and then click here to log in, and this would be the link to your course, right? And if they're logged in, it'll automatically take them to the course. If they're not logged in, it'll ask them to log in and then take them to the course, right? And so you would just make this into a link here for whatever the URL for your super awesome course was, which was h.com/courses/awesome. Okay, so we can do that, and then obviously whatever. So here we go. We've got our sender email address, we've got our previews and stuff here, and we can hit save, and now we have a reminder scheduled that is, again, going to go out 3 days after they enroll if they have not yet started, and it's going to repeat that every 10 days for 3 occurrences if they still haven't started. So it's basically a first month after they enroll, they're going to get these reminders like, hey, you still haven't started, hey, you still haven't started, hey, you still haven't started, right? You could also, again, switch this up to be if they're in progress and they haven't done a certain percent, but you want to make sure to go edit the email if that's the case, right? So here we go. We're going to save this. And now we've got our email reminders all enabled. This is a custom code area. You don't need to worry about this at all. Down here, you have the option to issue a certificate upon completion, which is really cool. So here you can add a certificate logo, select, and a signature. I'm just going to pick something random here. These are mostly the same, so I'll just pick this random thing here. Okay, there's my signature, and this will actually generate a signature once someone finishes your course, which is pretty cool. So that is all done here, and then we want to make sure we scroll all the way back up to the top and hit save. Now, once we save our settings, where do we go and see all of this stuff? Well, if we go back to courses and look at our super awesome tech-free course, right now there's nothing in here, right? But we can view and customize the theme. And that'll show us, again, here is my fonts, the theme that I picked, my logo, my image that I added, my name, okay? And right now there's nothing here yet. So if we wanted to, we could go add a module just to kind of get things started, the welcome module, and we have a whole course on how to set up your course in here. We're not gonna really go into that, but I just wanna show you what it looks like when we have some content in here. So we'll go ahead and do that, that's fine. And we can activate this lesson. Again, this is a whole separate area. Right now we're really just focusing on the settings, and I wanted to just be able to show you what that looks like. So here now you'll see the welcome module with the welcome lesson inside, and it redirects them straight to that first lesson automatically, which is pretty great. Now you have other settings that we can access though. Now that you have your course all set up and you've got the basics that are in there, you can also edit your theme settings here. And that is actually going to open this settings panel where you get to take the color scheme from whatever theme you picked and mess with it. So if you have your own brand palette, then this is where you would add your custom theme, okay? So again, what I did is I was on the light red theme and I just came to this drop down and said add custom theme. That takes whatever settings were already there for the colors and leaves them, but this allows us to do awesome course theme. This allows us to totally customize all of this stuff. So if I wanted to, instead of having a bright red header, make this more of a, I don't know, darker teal kind of thing, we could do that. And then I could leave this secondary call to action, which you see over here, could leave that. Course content background, again, maybe I want to make that more of like a tealish kind of thing. So you can add whatever colors you want for your own branding once you have this custom theme set up, and then hit Save Theme Settings, okay? And that allows you to access that custom theme from here and also from any other course that you create. So now I can actually switch between whatever their default themes are and my awesome course theme, and it goes back to my custom settings, which is really great. So again, we'll save that there and then close this. And now you see that this is customized with my fonts, my colors, my logo, my picture, everything is there. And the one thing I wanted to show you also is when you go to courses, this is the other piece that we set up. Oop, it's not activated. So let me go back here actually and activate this course here and confirm. So that when we go here and refresh, you'll see in here, this is the course cover that we picked, and then we have the course name, the course author, and the course description. And then if you clicked Get Access, either they will already have access and it'll take them straight back into the course, like this, or it will actually take them to that sales page. If they don't have access to this course already, it'll take them to that sales page that you set inside your course settings back over here. So that's basically it. Now you know how to use all of these different course settings and what all of them do, how to set up your reminder emails, how to customize your theme, and you are all ready to go. So see, course settings inside Systeme.io does not have to be that scary. So you're all set now. If you want to ditch the overwhelm for good, I want you to go ahead and look below this video and grab my free tech guide for non-techies. It is packed with bite-sized tips like these to help you really feel in control of your technology. And for even more step-by-step support, I've got a free on-demand mini workshop that will show you how to launch your whole online business in as little as 7 days with no tech headaches, I promise. You're going to find both of those links right below this video, so go ahead and check them out. And if you want more simple, stress-free tech tutorials with a little bit of fun sometimes, hit that subscribe button below and ring the bell so you never miss a new video. You've totally got this, and I am here cheering you on every single step of the way. I'll see you next time.